Hello, I'm Paul Vermeersch, poet and imaginary zoologist. I'd like to talk to you today about the all-new animal issue of CV2 magazine that officially launches May 1st, 2023. I'm really happy to say I've got two brand new poems in this issue, and one of them is called Eels. Now, before anyone at home feels the need to tell me that they don't like eels or poems about eels, let me put you at ease. The eels in my poem are not real, and they cannot hurt you. They are imaginary eels. You might remember a number of imaginary eels from many popular films of the late 1980s. For example, these eels from 1989's The Little Mermaid, or the shrieking eels from 1987's The Princess Bride, or even the sandworms of Saturn from 1988's Beetlejuice. And I will remind you that sandworms are in fact imaginary eels and not actually worms, in the same way that seahorses are not actually horses. Now, of course, imaginary animals don't have to be eels. They can take many forms. Here's a poem from my book, Shared Universe, called The Animals We Imagine. It is not the animals in the wilderness that lure us to the wilderness, but the animals we imagine. Still, it is good to be prepared. First, do not try to be invisible. Invisibility is easy. The challenge is to be seen. It is the same for us as it is for them. If we discover the Yeti in the wilderness is only a bear, then we have discovered nothing. The Yeti we imagine still evades us. Always look to the future. Do not be deterred. If you think you saw something, you did. If you think you know something, you do. You must become your imaginary self. Now imagine you are powerful. You are a giant fiery bear with a star for a heart. Imagine this is what you are, and then become it. There. I hope that puts you in the mood for even more poetry about imaginary animals. Which brings me to my second poem in the new animal issue of CV2 magazine. The second poem is called The Giant Baby and the Giant Rabbit. Now remember, giant babies are not real and they cannot hurt you. But what about giant rabbits? Are they real? Oh, my friends, no one knows. No one knows except the eels.